Hello everyone. Today we are in the second session of the class, that is the living world. Today we will be discussing about the taxonomical category. Before that, let me ask you something. Hope you might have come across yesterday's portion. Hope you might have read NCERT text as well. Topics to be covered are introduction, what is living, diversity in the living world, taxonomic categories and taxonomical aids. Yesterday we have come across what is living. Today we will deal with the two topics that are diversity in the living world and taxonomic categories. Coming to the first topic in the living world, diversity in the living world. What is biodiversity? In simple terms, we can say they are the large variety of flora and fauna on this planet Earth. That means variety of life on this Earth. It includes all the forms, varieties of organisms. Biodiversity refers to the number and types present on Earth. They differ in morphology, size, color, anatomy, habitats, and habits. Currently, there are some 1.7 to 1.8 million living organisms known to science, out of which 1.25 are animals and about 0.5 million are plants. Coming to the taxonomic categories, how we identify, how we categorize different taxonomy. We have learned what is taxonomy. That is nothing but only identification, naming, characterizing and classifying. As you can see in the screen, classification involves hierarchy of steps in which each step represents a taxonomic category, that is rank. So classification is important. For that we have to learn taxonomic hierarchy. All categories together constitute a taxonomic hierarchy. Each category represents a unit of classification. Every unit will be representing something. It's not random. It will be representing some sort of important characteristic feature of that particular species. A group of organisms occupying a particular category is called a taxon. Taxon is the plural form while taxa is the singular form. Examples are class Mammalia. So look at the diagram given here. It's of taxonomic hierarchy. Here we will start with species. Species is the smallest of all and kingdom is largest of all. So let's start with species first. The first one among the taxonomic categories are species. So it's a group of closely related organisms capable of interbreeding to produce fertile offspring. Closely related species and that can have interbreeding among themselves. They will be following under this particular category. So we can say it has similar type of, we are focusing on similar type of species. Examples we can say as Homo sapiens. Next to it we have the taxonomic categories genus. It is the aggregates of closely related species. They all have the initial name same, but the last name is different. As you can see here, the examples are given. Genus Panthera. So the genus are same for lion, leopard as well as the tiger. Panthera leo, it is Panthera pardus and Panthera tigris. And the genus Felis, the house cat, and the jungle cat. The common name for the genus are same. Felis, Felis domesticus and Felis caeus. Next taxonomic category is family. It's a group of related genera similar to each other. Genus same, they belong to the same family. Here you can see the example family Solanaceae, genus Solanum, genus Petunia, genus Datura, and family Felidae, genus Panthera, genus Felis. They belong to same family. How can we say that they belong to the same family? They are having common features like they have soft fur, long tail, they have ears, they have eyes. But what makes difference? What makes the difference among them? They can see in the night time, Both of them have soft fur. These are the important features they share. So species are specific, genus related to the family, order. The next taxonomic categories after the family comes order. It is the assemblage of related families. Family, as you can see the example, order Polemoniales, family Convolvulaceae, order family Felidae, family Canidae. Different family but in the same order. They belong to different family but in the same order as carnivores. So you can see that getting converged from top to the bottom. Genus related to the family, family related to the order, slowly diversion occurs. Next taxonomic categories is of class. It is the assemblage of related orders. Class Dicotyledons, order Polemoniales, order Serpentales, class Mammalia, order Primata, order Carnivora. Our next taxonomic categories is of phylum, division. It is assemblage of related classes. In cases of plants, the related classes forms division. Division comes for plants and phylum for animals. Nothing great. It's all very easy. Not much to discuss here. In phylum Chordata, we have class Mammalia, Amphibia, aves, reptiles. That's all. So the next one, now here comes the big kingdom superior to all, upside down, the lower one. Taxonomic category is kingdom, the assemblage of related phyla or the division. It is the highest category. Division Angiospermae, division Gymnospermae, kingdom Animalia, phyla Chordata, phylum Arthropoda. So here, usually a question arises in your mind. How can you remember or recall this? How do we remember? It's very confusing. Let's see how can we learn it. So you can learn it in this short form as I have shown you here above the diagram, KPC of GS. This short form, if you remember, then you will never forget the order. KPC of GS. K stands for kingdom, P stands for phylum, C stands for class, O stands for order, F stands for family, G stands for genus, and S stands for species. So here is the homework for you today. You can define the following: phylum, class, order, and genus. So what is phylum, what is class, what is order, and what is genus? This category is higher than class. It consists of one or more related classes with common characteristics. Class, this category is higher than the order. It consists of one or more related orders with common features. And order, it consists of one or more related families having some common characteristics. Genus, it ranks higher than the species and includes one or more species closely related to each other. So we are here on the end of this session. Have a good day. Happy learning. Take care.